Donald Trump got bad news today. James Comer, the head of the Oversight Committee in the House of Representatives, has come out and said that any materials they get from the DOJ on the Epstein files will be made public. Now, there will be some redactions, and if these redactions are only what Comer said, I am okay with the redactions. Those redactions being victim names and any actual images of the abuse that was done on these children. Any of that, I am okay with. If there are images and names and flight logs, etc., that link to political figures, and it doesn't matter what side of the aisle, those should be released. We don't need to see the actual images of what's going on, and we don't need to necessarily know their names. We have used pseudonyms before in court proceedings, referring to people as Jane Doe, etc., is perfectly fine. We don't need to have their actual names. That doesn't matter. If that's all they redact, I'm okay with it. But the fact is, James Comer is saying they are going to release it to the public. Now, this is a break from Donald Trump. He claims he wants transparency, but yet at every turn, when they have a chance to do something, he tries to deflect away from it. They do small gestures like trying to release grand jury transcripts, even though judges shot that down, because in part they knew that that would get shut down by judges, and then they can say, well, we tried. Donald Trump doesn't know how to get away from the Epstein files because the calls are coming from within his own base, from the Republican Party. And I've said it before, they are convinced that the worst people on that list are Democrats, that there's only going to be Democrats and left-leaning people and Democratic donors, etc. Even J.D. Vance came out in an interview a couple of weeks ago and said that. And they are convinced that's all they're going to find. So they want this released so they can rub it in everybody who's on the left side of the aisle's face and say, see, look at how bad your party really is. That's what they want. That's not what they're going to get if the file is released intact and only the victim names, etc., are redacted. There's going to be a lot of people, probably on both sides of the aisle, that are on that list. And I'm guessing including Donald Trump. Now, he was a known associate of Jeffrey Epstein, and he had said in an interview just recently that he never had the privilege of going to Epstein Island. So I'm guessing he's in there somewhere, and that is what he's terrified of. Donald Trump does not want these released, and even the House Oversight Committee is saying it's going to be public after they've had a chance to redact that information. We'll see if that's actually true.